Garden, Pistons and the Knicks. Knicks had a huge fourth quarter rally over the weekend to take a 1-0 series lead. But the Pistons, who played very well for much of that game, are leading the way through the middle of the third here. Float game up. That's Cade Cunningham. And the Pistons lead by 11. Brunson kind of gets caught in midair, and that ball ends up in the hands of Cunningham. Beautiful transition, and that's Carmelo Anthony, Hall of Famer. Cade saying, what's up? Pistons in the building, leading by 8 after 3 quarters. They had the lead after 3 quarters of game 1 and got debacled. Was it 40-21 in that final quarter? Well, here comes New York. Jalen Brunson with the left hand. Off glass. 6-point game. Timothy Chalamet. Brunson again. And it's a 2-point game, and the Garden gets that Garden loud. This was a monster play right here. Cunningham finds Jalen Duren on the alley-oop. Pistons in front by 4. Knicks trailing by 2. Brunson doubled. Great find. Josh Hart. And it is a tie ball game, 94 apiece. The biggest shot of the night was taken by Dennis Schroeder, who's played on like 9 teams in the last year. He hits a monster 3. He's been in big-time moments, and he delivered. Huge 3. Last chance for the Knicks. Brunson, good look. Mikal Bridges, short. Some free throws made, and Detroit. And Cade Cunningham, 33-12, and most importantly, a playoff dub.
It's a great feeling, man. It feels good to represent the city like we did tonight. Something that the city's been waiting on for a long time, so we feel good about it, and we're ready to get back to the crib and perform in front of them.
To win a game on the road, to get home court was what we came here for. So we approached it with a business-like mentality and learned from the fourth quarter the other night, but we just did what we were supposed to do.
It's been a long time coming. Detroit snaps a postseason losing streak they really had nothing to do with. It had been 15 straight losses for Detroit as a franchise, longest losing streak in the history of the NBA. Last win before tonight, Game 4, 2008 Eastern Conference semis. Cade Cunningham at the time was 6.
I saw Perk out there in that highlight.
What's up, Perk? 33-12 for Cade. First Pistons player with a 30-point, 10-rebound playoff game since Big Shot Chauncey Billups, Game 5, 2004 Eastern Conference semis against New Jersey, which went into 3 overtimes. Detroit actually dropped that one. As for Cade, both games this series, 3rd player all-time with at least 50 points, 15 boards, 15 assists through his first 2 playoff games of his playoff career. The others are the Big O and Luka. Speaking of Perk, kind enough to join us at this very late hour. And Perk, I got 2 quick ones because I bet the morning shows are going to call you bright and early. So I'm going to start with Cade. This is a young man in this team that largely has been better. 7 of 8 quarters, you could say they've been the better team. They do go home up 1-1. What does Cunningham, the former #1 overall pick, show you in this game?
I saw growth in this young man from Game 1 to Game 2. And I saw a lot of LeBron James and Luka Doncic in him tonight. And when I say that, I'm talking about offensively. 6'8", 6'9", being able to impose his will offensively. If you want the mid-range jump shots, he has that. If you want him to take you to the low block, he can do that as well. He's very high IQ when it comes down to his decision-making, and he's a dog, one of the best young leaders in the game. And when as a young man and had a grown man game with a grown man win in Madison Square Garden and outplayed not only Jalen Brunson, but a veteran New York Knicks team to get home court advantage.
It's a remarkable turnaround for Detroit, and he's leading the way. Now, that's something that's new that we're seeing. Something old we've seen, Perk. We see it again. Kawhi Leonard, we showed the highlight a bit earlier in the show. 15 of 19 from the floor. Just outrageous stuff. I know you told me it's been a couple weeks. You felt like that was a team, the Clippers, that was a sleeper team that you thought could do real big damage. Kawhi tonight, how do you best describe what he did?
But his story, though, Scott, think about this. This guy was like, we thought that he might consider retiring, right? We didn't know if he was going to be able to play again at this level. But all of a sudden, Here he is, Kawhi Leonard Jordan is looking like the best two-way player in the game. Scott, he's going to shoot the ball at a high efficient level. Tonight completely took over when they needed him the most. Defensively, active hands, getting stops. And look at these moves right here. I swear I'm watching Jordan and Kobe when you look at these turnarounds, these 1-2 dribble pull-ups, getting to his mid-range shot. Kawhi Leonard is back. He's healthy, and it's a beautiful thing to see. Tyloo told me throughout his time of being away from the team, Scott, so many phone conversations where Kawhi Leonard was crying to him because he didn't know if he was going to be able to return. And here we are watching this man put on a masterpiece in the postseason right now. Hell of a game against the Nuggets on their home floor, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else he has in store.
Yeah, it was remarkable to see, and much like Detroit, the Clippers could very easily be going back home 2-0, but they do get the victory tonight, as does Detroit. Again, I know go ahead, quickly.
Scott, real quick, can all these coaches quit crying about the fouls? And it's the playoffs. It's going to be physical. It's going to be physical. Tom Thibodeau, if you didn't know, the playoffs have started. If you didn't know, the Pistons are a physical team. This is how they play. So tell your team to get ready, especially Karl Anthony Towns. My bad, Scott. I had to get that off my chest.
That's all good. Like my man Stanford Steve says, Perk, buckle up. It's that time of year. Time to buckle up and play grown man hoop. I appreciate you, Perk. I know the morning shows are going to be bothering you early. Get some sleep.
Thank you, Scott. Appreciate you, legend.
Always.
Yeah, I think when he first came in the league, and Danny might know more about it. I mean, but when the Spurs, he came in as a guy that was supposed to be a defensive stopper. And then I think in the finals against Bron, he finally got his offense going, and he won Finals MVP. And from that point forward, he's been the Kawhi we've seen. You got to give a lot of credit to the Spurs player development. Him being a guy that always wants to put the work in, love the game. And Danny probably can say more about it.
Yeah, I mean, nobody saw this coming. But he's a lost art. You see the mid-range right there, the efficiency of the shot chart. It's a lost art in today's NBA game, and I think it's very important. You know, you got to find the middle ground, especially if you're good at it. I'm okay with 2s and 3s. I'm okay with 3s. But sometimes, you know, you got to find to mix it up some, keep the defense balanced, keep the defense honest. But he's a master at that mid-range game, and that's what he's developed over time. And just his confidence, his maturity, his leadership has even grown that much more. But he knows what he's capable of, like John said. Ain't nobody speeding him up, and nobody's blocking his shot. So he doesn't see anybody there. As long as he gets to his spots, once he's in rhythm, he's as efficient as they come.
How do the Nuggets try and defend him? I mean, if he's putting up almost 40.
They got a double.
Well, the hard part is either you want him to get 39 and be this efficient, or you double team and you got to worry about the other guys getting going. And you don't want to kind of do that. It's kind of pick your poison. Because if Norman Powell start getting open shots, if Bogey start getting open shots, James Harden getting catch and shoot threes, then those guys find the rhythm. Now you have to guard Kawhi one-on-one, which we already seen what you do guard one-on-one. So for me, I would stick with the game plan I have now. We almost could have won this game, should have won this game. We cut down on 20 turnovers, make some of our free throws, we miss 8, and let Kawhi be Kawhi. There's nothing you really can do with it. Kind of like what the Clippers say with Jokic. Let Jokic be Jokic and try not to let other guys get open shots. But I think it's going to be a heck of a series.
Let's go ahead and hear from him now. Kawhi Leonard, he is talking to the media after this Game 2 win over the Nuggets.
He ain't going to say much.
Kawhi, James was just in here, and he was saying that you don't get the appreciation that you deserve for coming back.